The feel goodness overflows this morning because right now we are about to draw inspiration from someone really special. Our next guest is the newly appointed Vice President of the International Union of Geological Sciences, one of the world's largest scientific organizations, Professor Hassina Mouri. Now, this is a great accomplishment indeed, but what makes it even more special is that she's the first woman from Africa to be elected into the position.
And of course, the professor joined us to tell us a bit more about her new position and the work that she does. Good morning, Professor. How are you?
Good morning. I'm very well, thank you. And I hope you are well too. Thank you for this invitation.
We are good. You must be so busy because, being elected Vice President, yet alone the first woman from Africa to be elected, how meaningful is that to you?
Well, it's a great honor and a privilege to be able to serve the geoscience community at this level and also to represent Africa as the first woman appointed to this position for this very prestigious organization.
Can you please tell us more about it and the kind of work that it does?
Well, the International Union of Geological Science is one of the world's largest and active, scientific organizations and a member of the International Science Council. The union actually encourages international cooperation and research projects in all fields of earth science, which are very important to the well-being, which is in line with the mission and the vision of the International Science Council. It also provides financial support to various research activities. One of them, for example, is the International Geoscience Program, which is in cooperation with UNESCO. And it also supports a number of other research initiatives, task groups, commissions, and so on, which are all very important in advancing research in geoscience for the benefit of the society.
Now, I believe you're currently working in the field of medical geology. What exactly drew you to this area of research and expertise? Share a bit more about that journey.
Let's first say that I always wanted to do research that has more impact on the well-being of our society. And medical geology is just that kind of field of research that responds to my dream and my wish. Our well-being is controlled by our geological environment. So I will try to explain briefly the connection between the two, the well-being and the geological environment. So, for example, the mountains that are surrounding us are made of rocks. And these rocks are made of minerals, and these minerals are made of chemical elements. So these minerals and chemical elements can be released into our environment by natural processes such as, for example, weathering of rocks. And then they get concentrated in the soil, in the air that we breathe, and the water that we drink. In addition, the mining activities play a very, very important role in enhancing the release of such chemical elements and minerals into our environment. Now, the problem is some of these minerals and chemical elements can be very, very harmful to our health and that of the ecosystem in general. Therefore, it's very important for us to understand our geological environment in order to mitigate and prevent a number of health issues that can be caused by these geo-environments.
I could have this conversation with Professor the entire morning.
I know you do. But you're also a lecturer, and you touched on this briefly. You've also recently been appointed by UNESCO into the International Geoscience Program as council member. So much accomplished. Is there a career goal you've yet to achieve?
Well, I think that no matter how much we accomplish in our life, we should never give up on dreaming for more accomplishments. But of course, we need to work and we need to continue to work very hard in order to achieve that.
Thank you for joining us and sharing your expertise with us. Where can we actually look up for your work, Professor?
Well, if you go to the website of the University of Johannesburg, you can find information there. or on Google Scholar, if you Google my name, and you will come up with all the publications that were released in the last years, especially by the postgrad students from Africa who worked on projects relevant to this field of medical geology.
And again, we just want to say congratulations to you on all your achievements so far and also the interesting and important work that you're doing. So thank you, and again, congratulations.
Thank you very much for this opportunity. It's a great privilege to me to be one of your guests. Thank you.
It has been such a pleasure talking to Professor Hassina Mouri, the newly elected Vice President of the International Union of Geological Sciences.